my official first day back, full force on the trail with my backpack. Slack packing for 2 days. Counted, as I wanted to make sure I was ready. But it's a lot easier without a 30-pound pack. I actually haven't weighed this. I'm gonna guess it's about between 30 and 32 pounds. Probably like, yeah, right around there. So I'm heading north in the Shenandoahs, hoping to do 10 miles today to get to Black Rock Hut for the night. Yesterday is when I should be doing this trek. I am such a loser. After my 2 slack packing days, I got all mentally prepared and physically, put my full pack on my back, went through my food supply, did all my laundry, got all my water and electrolyte replacements, got all packed up, ready to go. Got in the car with Adam. He drove me to the trailhead, got out, gave him a big hug, put on my pack, started to step away from the car, and realized I felt naked, as there was something missing. Something that belongs in my hands. My trekking poles. I had left them at the hostel. I was so mad. 1, that I couldn't start my hike. 2, that I had inconvenienced Adam in driving me all that way. And 3, halfway back to the hostel, too late for me to say turn around, I realized, why didn't I just forage in the woods and find 2 appropriately sized sticks and strip the branches off and use those as poles until I got to the next town. But I didn't, so nothing I can do about it now. But I really wanted to start my hike yesterday. And the other reason I was upset was I was going to meet up with Nerp last night. She was 2 miles ahead of me as of yesterday morning. So if she hiked 8 miles to Black Rock Hut and I went 10 miles, we would have been together and hiked forward from there. But she hiked on, of course. So now she's a whole day ahead of me, and that doesn't make me happy. Anyhow, I met Cordial back there. He was a gentleman who stayed at the hostel a few days ago. He checked out. He's been hiking a couple days, so he's at this point. And he was just sitting at the trailhead waiting for some people he camped with last night. But he'll be heading this way, with or without them, if they show up or not. And he says, that maybe we'll hike together, because we seem to have some similar interests. We were both looking at he had pulled out his iPad and showed me some audio he took yesterday of some birds, just the bird calls, and asked if I knew what they were, and I laughed. I said, well, no I don't, but I have the same recording from my last day out here of the same bird, wondering that I was going to share on my YouTube video and have somebody identify. So anyway, and we're both looking for the same flower called a Turk's cap. So if we see it, I'll definitely share it with you. Anyway, this is all up, so I'm gonna go up instead of holding one arm on the camera and making it harder on myself. So I'll catch you in a little while. I'm back. I'm back.
All that's left is you and I. This could go on and on. This could go on forever. This could go on and on and on and on. Let's carry on, my sweet, sweet love. 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow the spirits, follow the dreams, follow the ocean's line. Whatever.
So narrow through here. It's barely enough for me to fit, and all the leaves are brushing against me. And that, as long as it's not poison ivy and there's no ticks that are gonna jump off, it seems to be widening up now, so that's good. The weather is ideal It's cool. I think it's probably 80, but I'm mostly in the shade. And it's not a lot of ups. It's a pretty easy walk right now anyway. Rocky, so I have to watch my footing, but it's not a lot of uphill exertion, so that's a good thing. And I keep brushing on the branches. Oh, I'm gonna try to get to Black Rock Hut to have some lunch and make a plan. Maybe push on to the campground that's after that. I want to look and see how far it is and what my options are for tenting, because I don't want to pay to tent at a campground when I've got the entire park to tent in for free. But there's regulations that you can't tent within so many feet or of this and that and the other thing. So I'll just go to the hut and then evaluate my day. Oh, it's been an hour of this teeny tiny little trail. I hope it opens up soon. Doesn't look like it's going to.
The glaciers down to Fire's Land. We're imitating every untamed river bend. This could go on and on and on. This could go on and on forever. This could go on and on.
Perfect place for a little 10-minute break. Going to have a protein bar, some water with Gatorade powder, and just sit on this little log over here and rest for 10 minutes before I proceed. It's a beautiful day. I can't ask for a better hiking day. It's really, really gorgeous. Looks like somebody stealth camped in here. A little fire pit going on. It's kind of cool. So I'm going to sit. This is my mid-morning snack view.
This could go on and on forever. This could go on and on and on.
A bear bell. A lady who just passed me, a man and woman, and she's got quite the bear bell going on. But I said, I'll stick with you so I won't see any bears, and she says, oh, I've seen them. Like, then it's not working. Oh, well. I want to see a bear, but I don't. But I do, but I don't, but I do. As he's scampering away from me, not charging at me. I was making such great time in my effort to catch up with NERP in the next day or two, and then all these rocks start appearing and it's slowing me down. I really have to watch my footing. I can't walk as quickly. NERP, I'm coming. My hope is she's walking slow and I'm walking a little fast, and we'll definitely meet up, because that will be a fun time. Now, these are slowing me down. Dagnabbit. Thank you, nature, for giving me such a soft blanket. A nice, soft pine needle carpet to walk on today. Oh, I have my new gaiters. Those are those gray things strapped to my shoes to keep the rocks and pebbles out. As that's annoying to have to keep taking my sneakers off to dump them little pebbles out. This is so soft and cushy. I'm really spoiled right now. Look at this trail. Can't get used to it though. That is not normal. I'm really enjoying today. The terrain has been easy. There's been a couple ups that caught my breath a little bit, but really nothing compared to what I did before I took my break, which is why I chose the Shenandoahs. It's about as easy as you're going to get on the AT. So it's a good introduction for my foot. But in any case, my pace is good. I'm making good time. My foot doesn't hurt. It's a little bit fatigued, but really not much. It's perfect weather. It's a great day to be on the Appalachian Trail. It smells so good. combination of pine and whatever else. It's just beautiful. I have to stop just to enjoy it and listen to the birds. Listen.
Let's carry on my sweet, sweet love. 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow the spirits, follow your dreams, follow the ocean's line. Whatever you do, whatever you do.
Shenandoah Park, they mark directions on that post that you see ahead. So when I get to a crossroad, I can go down this trail or straight ahead. So I get the information here. Alright, so to the left is Rip Rap Trail, Calvary Rocks, and so forth. I come around. This is what I want. Appalachian Trail south, the way I just came, and north, which is that way. A wild turkey. Well, I haven't really seen much wildlife. So when I heard something, I stopped to look around. Maybe it was something interesting. Drop my trekking pole. Really not seeing much wildlife. But I may be careful what I wish for. Sloped downward. Oh man.
Where hurricanes unload, springing from the glaciers down to fire's land. We're imitating every untamed river bend. This could go on and on and on.
Whew, I gotta tell you, all that energy that I had this morning is gone. Luckily, I'm only 0.1 miles from the hut, from the shelter, so I can rest for the day. Whew, it's the first day back, so I gotta give myself some slack. I won't lie and say that I'm not discouraged, but you know, I had a lot of energy to start, and it was just the last mile and a half, maybe 2 miles, that I just lost my energy. So I'm going uphill, and I'm just walking real slow because it's only, I don't know, it's between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. So it's an early stop, but that's okay. It is what it is. Whew. Yeah, might get up and go. Got up and left without me. Oh, yeah. What we have here, we're coming up on our directional post. Okay, let's see. Black Rock Gap, which I already passed. That was 0.7. All that I've passed. Whew. Black Rock Hut and a spring, 0.2 in this direction. So I'll take that little path. In the morning, I'll continue that way. Oh yeah. To the hut to get water and put my feet up. Oh. Here, home sweet home for the night. I can see the roof of the shelter. Some people. It's always the welcome sight at the end of a day. 10 miles from the starting point this morning. Whoa!
By our lonesome as we roll on the last road.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling really discouraged right now. My foot really hurts. When I first took the boot off, well, let's go back. Before I had the air boot put on, even touching the bone, the navicular bone, would hurt. It would send me through the ceiling. But when I took the boot off last Saturday, it's been a week, it didn't hurt at all. I could touch it and rub it and massage it, and it didn't hurt. So I started stretching it and just moving my foot left and right and forward and back, and doing some exercises. And then I did 2 days of shakedown hikes, 3 miles and then 7 miles. And yesterday when I got back to the hostel, my foot felt great, and that was after 7 miles. Except for the fatigue around it, the muscles and stuff, so, that's to be expected. So today, I put my pack on, and, I came out, and, I just got to the hut, and, it hurts to the touch. When I touch that bone, it really hurts. And so the last 2 miles, I felt like I was starting to get shin splints. And I'm not surprised. I'm not prone to them. Some people are prone to them. I had them as a teenager when I attempted gymnastics. But it's in that same leg, so I was thinking, well, I'm probably babying it or favoring it or whatever, and it's weakened, and I'm not too concerned about having aches and pains and the muscles and stuff. But it started to really hurt, the shin and then just around the ankle. So I got to the hut and took my shoe off and started massaging my foot, and that bone, the navicular bone that had the stress fracture, is really sensitive and tender to the touch, so I'm kind of scared. It's just the first day back, so I'm not gonna cry. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I'm in a hammock right now, which I'm just afraid if it's swinging like this that I'm gonna get motion sick, because I get motion sick really easily. But a young man at the hostel, when I was doing the workforce day, had a new hammock delivered to him. This is one he had used. I can still smell him a little bit. Hikers stink. But he had gotten a new hammock exactly like this, but the bug net is different. This one here, it's attached, and there's just a hole at the bottom. You just climb in. It's just kind of awkward, but it's fine. So he wanted one with a zipper. It's the same hammock. So he knew that I was interested in hammocking and just kind of curious and see if it was comfortable. And so he graciously gave me his mom's address and lent me this hammock. He says, get out there and sleep in it a couple nights and see what you think, and just mail it back to my mom. I won't be home till September, so I'm not going to miss it. And so he trusted me to take care of it and mail it back to him. So I had a place to try it out at the hostel. So I'm here at the hut. I set up my tent. There it is. So I'll sleep there tonight, because I don't have everything I need for the hammock. I don't have the rain fly, and it's not going to rain tonight, so I'm kind of thinking if it's comfortable, maybe I'll sleep in this anyway. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just really sad about my foot, and I don't know what to do. By the time you see this, you'll probably know. Anyway, I'm going to just keep my foot elevated, and that's one thing about a hammock, that it just naturally elevates my foot. Anyway, maybe I'll fall asleep, take a nap. Technically, yeah, I'm not pooping in the woods, but I am heading into the privy to pee. It's really smelly and yucky. Fun. I'll call you in a minute. Good morning. I'm just leaving Black Rock Hut, and not sure how today will go. It seems to be as it was before I got the air boot on, that my foot was very painful at the end of the day, but in the morning it seems okay. It's still sore to the touch, but I just left, so I'll have to keep tabs on when it starts to get sore again. I just have a bad feeling that the fracture didn't completely heal, and that I aggravated it by hiking, which, you know, I figured I had a 50-50 shot at actually healing. So there's a campground, like a touristy campground, about 6.5 miles from here. So I at least have to do that because I'm kind of stuck in the woods here. So I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to, you know, try to beat any records. I'm just going to meander to that campground and see how I feel at that point. And I don't know. I'm really feeling dejected. Is that a right word? Rejected and dejected and rejected. I don't know. There was a whippoorwill. There was a whippoorwill at the campsite last night. He was so loud. He was right outside the tent, probably in the tree right above me. And he made the rounds, going above people's hammocks and tents, really loud. I don't know. I'm just sad, so I'm just gonna hike right now. Catch you later. I'm approaching the Black Rock summit. I don't know if it's gonna be a view. Looks like there's a lot of trees in the way. It's only been, I don't know, 20 minutes of hiking. My foot still feels fine. Oh, well, I'm not going to climb up there. Maybe if my foot didn't hurt, honestly, I probably would. It's not that much, but I really just need to take care of my foot.
Tunes at night. You taste like winter in the middle of July. As we're walking on the moon, all that's left is you and I. This could go on and on. This could go on forever. This could go on and on and on and on. Let's carry on, my sweet, sweet love. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow the spirits, follow the dreams, follow the ocean's line. Whatever you do, let's fall behind. As we travel along the sweetest positions, love is in our minds. You let me be, let's fall behind. Let's carry on, my sweet, sweet love. Let's carry on, my sweet, sweet love. Let's carry on, my sweet, sweet love. By our lonesome as we roll on the last roads, moving with the wind where hurricanes unload.
Girl said hallelujah, 'cause Uptown Funk gonna give it to ya, 'cause Uptown Funk gonna give it to ya. Saturday night and I'm in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Whoa! Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Uptown Funk you up. Uptown Funk you up. Ooh, Uptown Funk you up. Uptown Funk you up. Ooh. I'm gonna keep the video on in case that was a bear. I can capture it. But so far I've seen nothing wilder than deer and an elk and a wild turkey. But whatever it was has stopped moving. Sounded pretty big. That could have been a deer. I don't know. I do want to see a bear in the woods, walking away from me. I've been making myself feel a little better by listening to some of my favorite music. I have playlists like most people do and one is just for hiking, and some of the songs are motivational and upbeat to get me up the mountains, and some of them are more pensive and melancholy. I actually have been listening to the sad ones this morning, but whatever, that's how my head feels and that's the mood I'm in. If I end up stopping and leaving the trail, I'll allow myself just a couple days. I will. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to be devastated and I'm not going to cry and all that. I'll give myself permission to do that because that's the emotion that I'm feeling and I need to let it out. So I'll have a pity party for a few days. That's it. Just a few days. And then get on with it and celebrate what I've accomplished. Look, 'cause I'm already starting to cry because I just feel like it's the end of the day. I mean, the end of the journey. But maybe not. Maybe not. It's been, an hour or so. I don't even know what time it is. And my foot feels okay. I do have shin splints starting because why not? So that's slowing me down. And it's not because of my age. There's tons of people. When I was at the hostel, so many of the hikers that were there, I mean, they were in their 20s and 30s, and every one of them had something going on, whether it's shin splints or a sprained ankle and a lot of turned ankles. I don't know. A fracture's a fracture. Can't just ice that and elevate it every night and expect it to go away. I've just done something I generally don't do. I took a blue trail up to a picnic area, Dundo picnic area. It was just maybe 0.2 miles off the trail, and spent an entire hour and just sat at a picnic table, propped my feet up on the bench, listened to a book on tape, trying to finish Trevor Noah's book. Been listening to that for a while and then forgot about it. But had some lunch and spent a whole hour to try to rest my legs. And right now, my foot feels okay. Last night scared me. But I do have the start of some shin splints. Dundo picnic. And a handwritten on there. I'm going to make sure I go the right way. Let's look for a white blaze. Anyway, a whole hour. See how that works. The shin splints, yeah, that bothers me more than my foot right now. So I'm just walking slow. And we'll see what happens. "66 bottles of beer on the wall, 66 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it around. 65 bottles of beer on the wall, 65 bottles of beer." I want to introduce you to my new friend Hannah, who does not yet have a trail name, but we were working on it this morning when he started spilling everything.
Indeed, yes.
But she was with me when I reached my 300-mile milestone, so I was happy that I had a friend with me. Yay! All right.